Welcome to Unemployed Bartender. My name is Robert. Welcome. March 5th is National Absinthe Day. If you've been watching, you know I like to make absinthe rinse cocktails. It's one of my favorite modifiers. But because of National Absinthe Day, I figured let's do a drink where absinthe is the star. Absinthe, as you know, is this powerful spirit that is anise flavor that's made with anise and wormwood, which is the main ingredient, and it's fennel usually. It is not sweet. It's not a liqueur. The liqueurs that are anise flavor, like ouzo and sambuca or anisette, those are sweet and more of like after dinner drinks. So absinthe is just a spirit on its own. If you know anything about it, it was banned in the United States and around the world actually, including Switzerland where it was invented and France where it was extremely popular. But much like the marijuana ban in the United States, I think there were other larger forces at play that had their own agendas. That cause it to become unpopular more than its danger as a spirit, particularly the temperance movement in the United States and the French wine industry. Both had, horses in the race. Anyway, this all came to a head in 1905 when a French farmer murdered his family after supposedly drinking absinthe. However, he was drinking wine all day, but that kind of started the ball rolling, and before you know it, country after country started banning it. The United States did that in 1912, and it lasted 95 years. So in 2007, thankfully, that ban was lifted because the United States, that lifting of the ban came with regulation. So they regulate the amount of Toujone, which is the chemical that was supposedly the narcotic in the wormwood, which is fine. It's flavorless. If you take it out, it still tastes like absinthe. And that's the important thing. So we now can get real absinthe in the United States. It is real. It is made with wormwood. That's kind of the definition of it. I would suggest not buying black market absinthe that claims that it is real. You can buy real absinthe at a liquor store, pretty much anywhere you live. And those home kits are also a little dangerous. Toujone is toxic and can be dangerous in large amounts. So just do yourself a favor and just buy a bottle at the liquor store. Anyway, so we're gonna make a drink. It's less of a cocktail and more of like a method that people drink it. It's kind of, they call it the absinthe ritual. It's very simple. You don't really need a whole lot, but let's start with a cold glass. Of course, it's cold. Being cold is an important part. And they sell like absinthe glasses and all that stuff, but this glass will do just fine. This is the Absinthe. I like this brand. It is all natural, no added color or anything like that, so it doesn't have that bright green hue that sometimes you'll see in some of the brands. But that's fine. I mean, that's not a big deal. So we're gonna do just an ounce and a half. This is what I do like about this brand, is that it's also very potent. It is around 100, I think it is 136 proof. So it's got some oomph. But we're gonna soften it up a little bit. Like I said, it is not already sweet. So my bottle actually came with this cool absinthe spoon, but you can get these like at liquor stores, online, but a lot of bottles come with them, so it's kind of handy. But if you don't have one, you could use a slotted spoon or a fork, anything that you can balance on a glass like that. On top of the holes right there, you're going to put a little sugar cube. So like I said, it's not sweetened. I'm using these unrefined sugar cubes, so they're barely sugar cubes, more like sugar lumps. But I like the flavor of these. These are, like Turbinauer sugar or Demerara sugar. Anyway, and I have a sweet tooth today, so I'm going to use the big one. Just place it on the spoon like that. Then we're going to use some cold water. Cold water is pretty important in this. Ice water would be good if you had like a travel mug or something like that. You can put the ice in there, and then so just the water will, you can't pour it with ice cubes falling on top of your sugar cube. But this has been in the fridge for like 2 hours, so it's nice and cold. The key is to pour it slowly. You want to dissolve the sugar, and you want the absinthe to turn cloudy. It's called rausching. So by pouring the slowly cold water on it, it changes the chemical compounds in it. And you don't have to melt the whole thing of sugar. You just do it enough until you have enough water in there, and that should do for me. And then you just drop the sugar in and just stir it up like that. You see people online like the sugar cube on fire because the absinthe is very flammable because of the high proof. But you don't need to do that. I think that just makes it taste like caramel than sweetening the absinthe. You want the absinthe just to be absinthe, but sweeter. But it's kind of fun to watch if you want to do it and make people say ooh and ah, whatever, but you don't need to do that. But you want it to look like this, though. This beautiful, cloudy, milky absinthe. So, happy Absinthe Day. And tune in soon. I'll have some more cocktails. This is Unemployed Bartender. Catch me on Instagram at unemployed.bartender. And I'll have another drink very soon. And have a great day. Thank you very much.